All right, we made a little hot decision right here. In episode 6, we were gonna have an NBA segment. At the beginning, we got a little heated in the arguments. The arguments ran a little long. So guess what? We're filming episode 7 right now.
NBA me.
Little NBA segment.
Yeah, first time, baby.
I saw 23 days until the
26
days until the league starts. The greatest league in the world,
Oh,
in my opinion.
most dramatic, that's for sure.
It's got the most stars.
That man, Jimmy Butler, drama. It's a drama session up there in Minnesota.
Petty wars.
They got
Petty wars out here.
They got Andrew Wiggins' brother in this. Oh my gosh!
How hot do we want the hot takes to get tonight?
Hot.
Go ahead.
Hot.
I got one thing. NBA fans, follow Rob Perez on Twitter.
Yep.
The funniest account you'll ever.
Wow.
It's a plug, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Wow.
funny. Petty wars. You'll get all the inside scoop.
Lord.
He's the drama man. Laurie Markin
Laurie
and throwing
Legend. Laurie Legend.
Funny.
That's what
he
they
said,
call him, right?
He said Minnesota, and then his profile picture, Chicago. All right, y'all. Jimmy, what's your take? Where does he end up? And what do you feel about him in Minnesota, their breakup?
You want me to start it up? You want to start it up?
Yeah, no, you go.
Okay. So where's he going? Jimmy his choices are just suspect to me. He said Clippers, Nets, and Knicks.
Why is that suspect? What's the problem?
I mean, why would you want to go to the Nets and the Clippers?
Money, New York.
Okay, if you're chasing the money, but I feel like he wants to win. So I mean, if he goes to New York, he'll be the top dog. I mean,
You talking about Brooklyn or?
no, the Knicks. My bad. But
Okay.
Porzingis is there. So I don't know if he'll be the. I feel like he just wants to start him. Like people are saying, Cat's better than him. So I don't know. I feel like
That's a
that
big
drama
market,
up
man.
there is all started by him. Those guys are all boys. He came in, kind of like messed
He
them up
just
a
pretty
little
much
bit.
just called them all soft. He said, Andrew Wiggins, you're
Yeah,
soft. Cat, you're soft. Which could be true.
Whoa.
Could be
Well,
true.
we saw Clint Capella pull Carl Towns' card in the playoffs. We know he not real.
Yeah.
He nice, but
I don't know.
we
Minnesota.
don't know where his heart's at.
Cat is memed by Boogie Cousins on Twitter forever.
Cat's
The
kind of
picture of him
Cat
getting
seems
back down.
kind of.
Yeah.
His
You
picture-
kind of
he's
fragile
memed
right here,
forever.
Carl Towns. You kind of fragile in your heart, Carl
He
Towns.
kind of a bucket
Matter of
though.
fact, word on the street is Jimmy Butler got over. Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that to you tonight, Cat.
All right.
I know the truth, Cat.
My thing is, you say they're suspect, but he's not just making those moves for money or stardom. He's looking forward to next summer.
Who's
Knicks.
going to the Nets? Nobody's going to the Nets.
Why?
Careful.
But they got money.
Why not?
Careful.
They got money. They're in Brooklyn. They got new arena.
Clip this, because nobody's going to the Nets.
I'm not saying, but Knicks. Who wants to go to the Knicks? Who has been rumored to the Knicks? Kyrie.
I didn't say the Knicks.
KD. Yeah, you did.
I didn't say the Knicks were suspect. I said Clippers and Nets.
Well,
Everybody wants to play in LA.
Lakers.
Not with LeBron though.
Yeah, that's true. That's fact.
Hey, we'll get
Let's go on to that.
We'll get to
I
that.
can talk about that all night.
Oh,
We'll get to that.
yeah.
We'll get to that.
But I'm just saying, you say they're suspect now, but he's looking forward to next summer. He sees the free agents. He knows these guys talk all the time. Nothing they do is just for the money or just for the fame.
So what's the incentive in the Timberwolves trading Jimmy Butler by Monday? How you gonna tell a team a week before that you want to be traded by Monday? It's Tuesday. You can't just get up and tell me you want to be out of here in 6 days.
That's true. I mean, I feel like Jimmy Butler is just, he's one of those guys that's like
Where you rank Jimmy Butler?
top 20. He's just not relevant enough for me to change like the direction of a franchise. He didn't do it with the T-Wolves. They had Wiggins and Cat. They didn't do much.
I'm on board.
Maybe that's Wiggins and Cat's fault.
I can get with the top.
I don't know about that.
We'll see this year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. But Jimmy Butler, everywhere he's went, he's just caused havoc, man. He ran D Rose out of Chicago. He ran himself out of Minnesota. So
We'll see. Hallelujah, as they say.
where's he going, Raj? Where's Jimmy ended up? I just saw you had something cool about.
I mean, I don't know. There's no way he goes to the Lakers in my mind. No way he goes to the Celtics in my mind. Toronto would be that'd be an interesting one.
Woo.
I don't know if
What did I
they're.
say last time?
I-
He was here.
He said it.
I don't know if this is a real thing, but they'd be kind of nice.
What's the trade looking like? Does it have a trade details for
I-
the Clippers?
Now we can hop on the.
I
We can
got it
hop
right
on
here.
the Finder.
Ibaka, CJ Miles, Obanui, couple first rounders, and let's get to it.
What about for the Clippers?
You're
Who
not
do the
gonna get
Clippers
as
have?
much. You're not gonna get as much back as what they gave up for him because now
Right.
he's on 1 year.
I don't know.
They gave up Marketing, Dunn, and
Levine.
Levine. You're not gonna get that back.
This says 5 potential Clippers trade packages. The Godfather offer, according to ClippersNation.com, Tobias Harris, Jerome Robinson, 2020 protected first round, and Sindarius Thornwell.
That's some garbage.
Just for Jimmy Butler. The most obvious package, Gallinari, Jerome Robinson, Jawan Evans, lottery protected 2022 first round pick.
What?
The Wolves remain competitive package, Lou Will, Pat Beverly, Wes Johnson, 2019 and 2020 second round
Need
picks.
some food. Need some flash trades. I'm gonna keep it real.
I just
I
think
don't know what they can. What's the benchmark though? Because Kyrie, everybody else who's been traded recently had 2 years left on their contract, other than Kawhi, obviously, but he's not Kawhi. I don't know what the benchmark is for a guy who, even though we know he's top 20, top 18, top 20, I don't know what the benchmark is for a trade for him. What's it look like? Is that
but my biggest thing
nobody's
is
trading all stars for all stars.
he's kind of put himself in a Kawhi situation where he's forced the hand of the team. Like, Spurs had to trade him because Kawhi was not going to play. Jimmy, I don't know if he won't play, but
But the
Wiggins and Cat probably won't play. If Jimmy's out there, they'll be fighting each other.
But the Timberwolves aren't getting no. They're not getting no DeRozan out of it.
No, I understand that, but
You're not
he's
gonna
still forcing the hand of Minnesota. They have to trade him, so they might not give him his desired destinations, but I think he'll get traded.
Oh, that's enough of Jimmy Butler. I don't want to talk about him.
Me neither.
Yeah, he's too irrelevant to me.
So are we moving on to this shocking Twitter poll that I saw?
Yeah.
Is it shocking or is it just biased?
I don't know what it is.
It's
but
both. It's both.
A tweet by our friend Isaiah Nunnery posed a question: who's the better point guard, Kyrie Irving or Stephen Curry? I scroll upon this. I click the obvious answer, Stephen Curry. To my shocked, 70% Kyrie Irving, 30% Stephen Curry. Are you kidding me?
I'd just like to point out that the Midwest is literally the
Are you
most
kidding
the
me?
most unfriendly Warriors
Just-
territory
yeah,
that I've
I mean-
ever visited in my entire life.
Just because he plays on the Warriors does not make him a worse of a player. Like,
It's an absurd statement, honestly. It's absurd.
it's not even close in my opinion.
But what do you got to say?
Two-time MVP.
Is it not? Is
Stephen
it not?
Curry.
Is it not an absurd statement?
It's not absurd.
Why? Tell me why.
All right. 2015, Kyrie out of the finals. Obviously, the Warriors won that one. Now, 2016. Woo! What happened to Steph that
He
finals?
had one of the best seasons ever.
Oh, we're talking about head to head though.
No,
We're not talking
no,
about-
no. We're
Since
talking.
when?
Are you
Who is a
talking
better point guard?
Since when?
Kyrie Irving.
Is a better point guard than Stephen Curry?
What did
No.
Kyrie do in Game 7 of the finals?
Yeah, it's one game.
Who did he hit that three on? He went.
LeBron has gotten daggered twice by KD.
Yeah.
2 years
So
in
we're
a
not
row.
talking
in the
about that.
finals.
So
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the
All right, you talk-
two-time MVP, 2 years in a row,
Okay.
unanimous once, first time ever. We're talking about
That's
Stephen
like
Curry.
a farce too.
We're
All right,
talking
listen.
about Kyrie Irving, no MVPs, no first teams, one All-NBA team selection, one.
Are you
One,
gonna
Vit.
make me turn up in here tonight? Vic?
Steph's got
Okay, wait.
5.
What?
Kyrie's got 1.
Be real. What does Steph do better than Kyrie by far, other than shooting?
Nothing.
What
But
is
he's
nothing?
the best
Thank you.
shooter of all
They're-
time, bro. It doesn't
Yeah, he's
matter.
the two best
He
ball
is-
handlers in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
They're in
what?
the same
What-
ballpark
what
when it
is-
comes to
they're the
what
two
is
best ball
Kyrie?
handlers in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question.
Now-
Steph blows out Kyrie in shooting, correct?
Yes.
What does Kyrie blow out Steph?
Shot
Finishing
creating.
at the rim.
And it's not
Finishing at the
no,
rim?
no.
Steph's got the
Finishing-
float game.
Wait,
No,
I mean,
wait.
okay, there's
What
nobody
are you
in the
talking
history
about?
of the NBA that has.
No. Don't make me pull up Steph's
Okay, wait.
percentage
I'm not
and
talking about
feet
I know
right
there's
now.
I'm
stats.
talking about
I
the-
know there's
I'm
stats.
talking about the fillet. There's nobody that has.
There's no.
Don't
strong
make me
as a
pull up
left
Steph's
hand
finishing
with
within
the
3
fillet
feet
like
right now,
Kyrie.
bro. Don't make me
But
pull
who's
up.
got the float game like Steph?
Float.
The
teardrops.
You're talking about floating. I'm on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Team Curry. Okay,
Yeah,
But-
I got you,
Kyrie's left hand is out of this world. It's only rivaled by Michael Jordan.
bro. Kyrie is
At the
one of
rim.
the best finishers of all time, and he's what is he like 6'3"?
And Curry is
6'3".
like that at the
Yeah,
rim. He just doesn't get. He
6'3".
doesn't get those
Yeah,
props.
but it's not.
No, he doesn't.
But Kyrie is different because overhand
it's-
left. Who has that?
Okay.
He's
Nobody
got
in the
that
league has
package.
that other
He
than
has
him.
that package.
So I just like to get the point across that Steph and Kyrie are in the same ballpark when it comes to ball handling. I mean,
Passing.
Steph, I already said, is a good, not great defender. He's a good defender. If he's not getting bullied by a guy that's 4 inches taller
Yeah.
than him, he's a pretty good. He's a good enough defender.
Okay.
We're
So-
talking playmaking, like shot creating space. I give Kyrie the edge there, but Steph, we can't act like Steph doesn't create his own space for every shot. He
Steph's-
puts.
Where Steph makes himself better than Kyrie is the gravity that he brings to himself everywhere he's on the court.
Yeah,
when he doesn't have the
absolutely.
ball. That's what
With 30
elevates
feet.
him above Kyrie.
It-
Now, I will pose a question: Is in a year from now, is Curry still the better basketball player than Kyrie
Yes,
Yes.
at age 27 and age
he is. He is
32?
he is 4
31?
years from now, just based on how good of a shooter he is.
And let's look at this. You say Kyrie's the
He's the
creator.
best shooter ever.
You say Kyrie's the creator.
Bro, everybody knows
Steph
Kyrie can get every
averages-
shot he wants.
Yeah. I'm saying creator, but offensively, not just your shot.
Okay.
Steph
So
has averaged 7 assists over his career. Kyrie, only 5.
Okay,
5.5?
Kyrie's played with LeBron for 4 years, so
So you're knocking LeBron again. That's 2 times he's knocked LeBron
Hey,
against Kyrie
okay,
versus
time
Steph
out.
argument.
Time
Let's
out.
not forget
how's
that.
that knocking LeBron?
Time out. While we're knocking LeBron, let's talk about how Vitt wants to argue right now that Kyrie's better than Steph. If Kyrie's better than Steph and LeBron is your
Better than
LeBron's
KD.
your GOAT, then how does this even make sense that the Warriors beat
I got one simple
the-
fact.
the Cavs?
I got one simple fact. LeBron, 2016, he had a dog, Kyrie. KD, he had a dog, Russ. Who was up 3-1 and blew it? Who was down 3-1 and won?
Against 2 totally different teams.
It's the
Correct?
same team.
What do you
Are
mean?
you? What?
3-1
KD
without Draymond and Bogut, that's the same team?
Draymond missed one game. They couldn't make it up. They didn't have Game 7 to make it up. No
what are we
argument?
talking about?
I don't know.
What
I'm
are you
lost.
talking
I'm lost.
about?
on his
Vince- Vince
I'm
started-
seriously
Because I was
lost.
on your side. For a minute.
Do you? I didn't understand what
So-
he said. I was gonna let
What are
him
you talking
decipher
about?
that.
So
if he'd like.
KD, he had the next year's MVP on his team, and he was up 3-1. What happened in that series?
But you said that MVP is fraudulent.
No, I'm saying
No,
Russ is a
don't
dog.
move the
Vic
goalpost now.
argues.
What?
Oh, Russ
Vic
is a
makes
dog now?
arguments with
Russ isn't a dog.
He's a dog, but he's just
Russ isn't a
stat
top 5
pattern?
point guard.
Russ is a dog.
Okay, thank you.
Russ
Okay,
is a
so
dog.
they each had one good play, like solid player, correct? Like you would say they're a great player.
All right, yeah, come on, yeah.
Yeah, and what did KD do that year? What did LeBron do that year?
He didn't shoot the ball well. It was a bad series. That's the only objectively bad series. I wouldn't even say bad series. It's 3 bad games, yeah. But it's
And he
it's a bad
choked.
series.
He choked.
I thought we were talking about Steph.
No, we are. Well, I just had to get that out there.
What?
I just had to get that out there.
So you're telling me that Kyrie Irving is better than Steph Curry
and everything
when
was
Curry averaged 37 and 7 on 50% field goals, 45% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. That's
Yes.
what you're saying.
Yes.
Where you
So-
getting that other 7 from? I'm only seeing 5.5. from
No, right
rebounds.
here.
Okay, so here's my thing.
Oh,
30 and 7.
If we're comparing best seasons, Steph's best season in every category is better than Kyrie's best season in every category. When we're looking at stats per game, Steph's better in stats per game
And
in everything.
He's literally
No.
better than everything.
We need to go back to what y'all was saying earlier. So y'all are telling me Kyrie at age 28. So that's what, 2 years from now?
Yeah.
And Curry at age 33. Kyrie still won't be better than Curry
He has
at
a
that
chance.
point?
This is the first time
does
Kyrie
I'm not
has
talking
been.
about historically.
I know, but this is the
It's
this
very
year.
close.
This year, Kyrie has a chance to lead a team that has a chance to make it to the finals,
Okay.
and we'll see what he does.
Bro, give me Steph. I think I said 4 seasons the first time. That's a little bit of a stretch, but 3 seasons,
We're
no
talking
doubt,
about a
bro.
dude-
Steph's the best shooter of all time. Like I said, that alone makes him way more valuable than Kyrie to me in itself when it comes to like play creation and stuff like that. Especially when you got KD on your wing, you got a guy like Clay that's going to knock down everything that you pass to him. Like Chris was saying, just the impact that he has while he's on the floor, it's not even close to what Kyrie brings when he's on the floor. It's not close. You've seen it yourself with the Cavs defense putting 4 guys on Steph when he gets the ball at the top of the key. It's not close.
I mean, you're just ignoring the obvious fact that Kyrie is as good or better than Steph.
I already said that. I literally already said
Okay.
that.
Yes,
I already
so
said
Kyrie
that. I
is a
agree
more
with that. I
complete
concede with
basketball player. Steph,
But
has
Steph averages more assists.
Steph is a system.
They're
I
both
agree.
they're both super complete basketball players. That's literally what I said. That they're like within the same ballpark when it comes to every single thing except shooting.
But then Kyrie blows them away in shot creating.
And then Kyrie's also a volume
He's
shooter.
a better shot creator. Yeah, does he blow them away? I don't agree with
Okay,
that. thing.
Steph. A lot of
But
Steph's
he's better,
highlight.
yeah,
A lot
sure.
of Steph's like highlights crazy threes come off a pick and roll on a center.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's their offense, though.
I know. I agree. I agree. You have to switch everything against the Warriors, but I mean, Kyrie, just what he did in 2016 to Steph was just
yeah, dude.
disgusting.
Kyrie's my
41.
second favorite point guard in the league.
No,
I think
okay,
he's the
yeah.
second best point guard in the league.
41 in Game 5.
You hear that,
Don't
Westbrook?
get it
Westbrook
twisted.
fans?
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
Westbrook not in the convo.
Kyrie's my dude. Uncle Drew's
Chris
the dude.
Paul,
Don't get it
CP
twisted.
injury. You not no.
We're
You're not in that
talking
discussion.
about a top 2, top 3 point guard of all time in Steph Curry. Of all time.
Okay.
We will see. We will see what Kyrie does this year with his own team, with a ton of young stars, a ton of talent. It's his time to prove if
Oh, yeah,
he's
we'll see.
better
Yeah.
than Steph.
This.
Because Steph did it when he was the top dog. Had
Yeah.
the greatest statistical season ever.
He was a top dog.
At the
In
hold on.
the 73 win season, he wasn't the top dog. He
They
had,
win the finals that year.
he had the greatest statistical season ever.
I forget who won the finals that year.
okay.
Unanimous
All right,
MVP
you wanna be
first
honest?
time ever.
Since you want to be honest now, you want to be honest?
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Steph compromised in those playoffs after the first?
He hurt his
round?
knee and then he came back to Portland. Oh, I'm back. Did he not?
A lot of people say a lot of stuff.
Oh, so he just said it because he was.
Did you
feeling,
watch the
like,
games?
hurt?
Did you watch the games?
I watched
You
every
watched the OKC
second.
series?
Every second. He looked fine to me in the OKC series.
He looked okay. He wasn't doing all the same things that made him great the whole season.
And
Steph's never won a championship as the best player on his team.
Yeah, you're right, because Andre Iguodala is better than Steph. We
Yeah.
talked about this
Oh
one.
my
earlier.
goodness.
Why-
Yeah,
why-
we
cut-
talked
y'all
about this
believe
one,
him?
right? Yeah.
He just said that, and y'all listen to
Look
anything
up
he
NBA
says.
Final MVPs. I don't think you see Steph's name on
Steph's got robbed of 2 of them.
What?
What?
This year,
Oh my God!
This-
What?
What?
Oh
Lord,
my
yeah.
God!
I'm not on board with that.
this
but-
year
You
was
should
close.
be.
This
Oh
year
my
was
This
close.
year was
That's
close.
nothing
This year was
close.
very
That's
close.
nothing close.
Yes, it was.
I think this year
it was
close.
very close.
So game.
It was very
let's-
close.
All right, let's talk about it then. Game 1. KD wasn't good, right?
Yeah, 51 dropped on him. 51.
Game 1, KD wasn't very good, huh? And that's a false narrative too that you're putting out there. But that's fine. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that for now.
Okay.
KD wasn't very good. Curry got off. Okay.
That's
They won
one
a game
for
in
Curry.
controversial fashion, but we'll move on.
Very.
Game 2, KD carries the load for 3 quarters. And then Curry comes through with this eruption, flicking up these threes and stuff. But that was crazy. So we're not going by game basis because game 3, Steph Curry's performance in game 3 is enough.
Did
for
he
like
have 5
3.
points?
He had like 7, or like
I
4
thought he had
or
3.
something. I don't. He had some. He had 1 3.
Game 4, 37 for
Did you watch game 4?
Yes.
Bro,
They did everything they could to try to get the man an MVP. His game 3 was so bad that kept him from getting the Finals MVP. Because that
Okay,
man,
so he's been in the running for 2. He should have won the first one over Iguodala, and he
Should
was
he though?
a very close
Hey,
second.
and he's an easy debate. He backed off of his point quick.
It was very but
He backed off of that quick.
why there's no reason why he shouldn't have won it this year.
Oh, there is.
Is that big
3
reason?
games.
No, there's a good
Big
reason.
reason.
3 games.
Because that 7-foot giraffe pulled up.
Yeah, KD did dominate LeBron. That's why he won.
Oh,
Look at that.
dominated.
Look, too.
I think 51-8-8 speaks for itself.
One.
I just can't believe we're even still talking about this, dude.
Okay.
Midwest fans, watch more basketball.
First
please.
teams-
Because Stephen Curry is way better than Kyrie Irving,
I mean,
and it's not close.
It's close.
bro,
It's
I already
close.
said it, Kyrie's the second best point guard in the league.
It's
Kyrie's
close.
coming.
I don't know.
Kyrie is coming.
Steph's coming for the best point guard ever.
That's facts, bro.
He's not passing Magic in my book.
No,
You gotta be the best
He
player.
got some-
fine.
he
That's
got some
fine.
work to do.
Bro,
to
you
catch
gotta
up.
be the
Hey,
best player. in
we
this
can't
squad.
sit here and act like Steph at the end of the day isn't going to be top 5 easy.
He's
On
top
the all-time list.
Point guard.
Okay, yeah.
Point
He
guard.
already is. He already is. Yeah.
He's already top 2. He's already top 2.
Bro, he's top
To
3.
you.
He's right now. He's 3. Right now, to me, he could.
I say three. I say 3.
I don't know.
3, 4.
I think he doesn't have to do much, and he could retire at 3. I say if he has a good end of his career, he retires at 2. No question.
Who's your 2?
No question.
Who's your 2 right now?
You gotta go with Magic.
I like IT, bro. I like IT.
Isaiah and Oscar above him? Is Oscar
I like
above him?
Oscar and I like IT. I got IT above
That's
Steph as
tough.
of
That's
today.
tough. I don't know.
I ain't talking about no Oscar Robinson.
But here's my deal, though. Kyrie's not even in that conversation, though. We're putting Steph in that conversation.
But-
I'm not putting Kyrie in that conversation right now.
He's not there yet, and that's fine.
That's what we're saying. Kyrie maybe has
How old
potential.
is Kyrie?
Yeah.
26.
He's played 2 less
Yes.
seasons. He's played 2 less seasons.
That's fine. Curry didn't erupt
No,
until
he
he
didn't.
was 26.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
But
Curry's
here's the
What's
thing.
the problem?
So here's the thing. I'm a big KD and
What's the
Kyrie
chips
for the
on
Knicks
there, bro?
together. I'm a big conspirator when it comes to Kyrie and KD going to the Knicks together. So, I mean, that's scary. Kyrie gets carried by KD in the finals, or he carries like he did with LeBron, and just carries that team to the
What
finals.
did you just say?
Uh,
You said Kyrie
uh,
carried LeBron.
All right. This is a perfect segue. The main event. Vic has been wanting to talk about this forever.
Hold up, bro.
Chris wants to talk about
I
this
got a few
forever.
things.
What I want to
You know
talk
what?
Chris
about.
can start it
Let me
off.
What I wanna talk
Let me
about.
put my cookies down, man. Because hold up,
Mr. King James, is that what we're talking about?
I got a few things to talk about with y'all's man LeBron, man. Let's talk about
I'm
it.
ready for this.
Let's talk about it.
We haven't spoken about any of this, have we? Tell the people.
Have
We haven't talked about
Have we said the L word yet
We have not.
today?
Oh, we did.
We haven't texted about it. We haven't.
Oh, we haven't texted. No.
We haven't done
I'm just
nothing. This is
saying-
all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna talk about historically, and I'm gonna talk about in the present. Which one you want me to start with first?
Let's talk historically first.
Well, let's talk.
Let's
Let's
go
start
back.
with the present.
Okay, all right.
In the present, the best small forward in the league and the best player in the league is not LeBron James. It's Kevin Durant. Let's talk about it.
I'm here for it.
Do you want me to put out? Do you want me to put out the historical point, or do we
Yeah,
want to
put
talk
out
about it?
both. Put out both.
The historical point is, while the man isn't the best small forward in the league right now, he's not even the best small forward of all time. He's not better than Larry Bird.
Okay. What?
Yeah,
What?
I'm right there tonight. I'm on that tonight.
So what do you want to start with?
That's not
Larry
even.
Bird is better than
That's
LeBron
not
James.
even.
I'm here for
At
it.
what? At
I'm
what?
listening. I'm listening.
At everything.
I'm listening.
Other than the man's just not as athletic. Fine, that's cool.
Larry
Larry Bird is better than LeBron. Period.
Oh.
This whole LeBron being 1 or 2, top 2, and he not 2. Yeah, he not 2 because he not 1 either.
I don't think I've ever argued Larry Bird, LeBron. I don't got any.
Go watch the tape.
I don't got any
I know that's
statistics on Larry
before your
Bird.
years. Go watch the tape.
I watched Larry Bird.
I don't know if you have.
I've definitely watched Larry Bird, and it's not LeBron. That ain't LeBron.
God. Larry Bird playing the league right now. What's he doing?
A spot-up shooter.
Oh my God.
He is slow. Like,
Oh my God.
bro, do you realize how much more athletic people are now?
You got Nick. Whoa. We got Tobias Harris and Tyreek. Let me talk, bruh. You got dudes like this. You got marginal talent getting 18, 19 a game. Bird is an easy 30 right now. Drop him in the league right now. That's an easy 30. Yeah, I'm on that tonight.
An easy 30.
Yeah, we got a crowd out there. I'm on that tonight.
Can I get,
Yeah.
can I, get I don't got a computer, but can I get some Larry Bird, LeBron like comparison?
Yeah, I got you. Give me a second
Oh
here.
my God.
Larry Bird.
That's what I'm on tonight, y'all.
Wow.
I came with the smoke tonight.
Yo,
Here's my thing. Larry Bird, great shooter. Am I wrong?
Not from three.
No. Is he a great shooter?
He's an average shooter. Look at his stats.
Yeah. I'm not talking about stats. Is he a great shooter? Was he a great shooter?
Average.
Okay.
The stats don't lie.
Back in the day, he only took 2 3-pointers a game.
Put him
And
in
what do you
this
shoot?
Put him in this era.
38.
I'm pretty sure.
38%. 40%
37%,
a lot of
yeah.
times.
Okay.
Put him in this era where how many threes a game is LeBron shooting over his career?
What, 5, 6?
5. Larry Bird in this era would be perfect. Stretch 4, 3-man, shooter, driver, can't knock you out
Whatever.
on the rim. You've never seen Larry Bird drive?
Yes, I have. In the 80s.
The ball fakes that Larry Bird has?
Yes, I've seen Larry Bird play. I've seen his highlights. Bro, this isn't even a
Elite.
discussion. This is
Elite.
not a discussion.
I feel like this is like the Kyrie Steph discussion. It's just not like
Everybody, literally, you ask 100 basketball fans, 99 are saying LeBron, and it's
And then,
not even a discussion.
Here's my thing. Another thing is, a lot of people like to compare stats back in the day to now. If you look at how many more possessions per game they're playing at now, in comparison to back then, it's not even close. So LeBron's getting, let's say, 20, 30 more chances to score than Larry Bird. Is that correct? Is that a fair assessment?
15 to 20, yeah, I'll give you that.
So that's why I don't like when people compare stats from then and now, because the game is a lot different, faster paced, more scoring, no defense.
Deep breath, that's all you got?
There's nothing to say.
I'm here for it all night.
Larry
man.
Bird and
I'm
LeBron
here
is
for it.
it's not
Uh,
it's nothing.
all right. Let's talk
Like-
about how KD is the most unguardable player in the league right now. Then
Oh, I'm not disputing KD's scoring ability.
It's 2018, man. We're not living in 2013 no more.
Okay, if you're in a
And man,
base,
things were great back then too.
if you're in a base,
But-
KD being better than LeBron off of last season,
No,
that's his.
We not, and
Whatever.
I don't even. I never. When I argue Kevin
Oh.
Durant and LeBron James, I'd never before the 2017 finals. I had never said this because it was never true, except for you could probably throw a few years at the wall. You probably throw 2014. I like
Is
to
that
talk
his
about,
MVP year?
yeah.
2014.
I like to talk about the 2012 finals. One was clearly better than the other one, but I'll move on from that. Who's the better scorer?
KD.
Who's the better shooter?
KD. Well,
Who's
it's
the better
same
who's the better defender right now?
KD.
KD because of the Warriors
No,
style.
KD because he's 7 foot tall and he's willing to go up there and get dirty.
KD has
LeBron
ramped
was
up his
ranked
defense.
386 in the league in defense this season. Am I correct?
LeBron was bad on defense. That's
LeBron,
not
no.
history.
LeBron is bad. Not was. Not he's not going to LA to get inspired. He is bad on defense. So other than passing, what is LeBron better than KD at?
LeBron's a better overall player.
How?
Bro, you don't score 51, 8, and 8.
That's the only game you ever talk about. You
Bro.
talk about one game.
Bro, LeBron's whole career has been better.
I'm talking about right now.
Like, right now.
Yeah,
LeBron
right
is
now.
still better.
How?
Bro, okay, let's see his stats.
No, let's talk about it.
You want
You
last
who?
season? What do
Yeah.
you want? You want
Hey, I
last
play
season?
football. I don't know what I'm talking about. You who? Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So,
See, man,
or was this like season?
that's a man on the ropes.
Yeah. You gotta
I
turn
mean,
That's
to
a
the
man on the
Okay.
ropes.
See, the thing with KD is it's so easy for him. Like, he never gets
It's,
a double
it's
team.
always been that way.
No, it
It's always
hasn't.
been easy.
Why hasn't he won until now?
Yeah, it has. Come on, bit.
Why
because of Russell Westbrook.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
If you
If
think
you're that good and you can't win it, if you're the best player in the league, why can't you win a title with?
I never
The
said he
next
was
year.
the best player in the league.
Whoa, let's not go back to this. Let's not go back to this.
We
LeBron
said right
Kyrie
now.
thing. Don't go back to that bit.
we said right now he's better.
On what basis? They're not playing.
What?
We haven't seen them play this year. So last year,
We've seen him play 9 games in the last 2 summers.
yeah, and who had the
Who's
better
been a better
team every
player?
time?
But it didn't matter when LeBron had a better team in 2012. It didn't matter.
What do you mean?
What?
You know exactly what I mean. What do you mean?
LeBron's
what
the
I
best
mean?
player on the court. He's always been the best player on the court.
Let's go back to the Kyrie Steph thing.
No,
Okay.
You said Kyrie.
Wait.
Who did Kyrie hit the shot on? Steph Curry. Last 2 years. Who did KD hit the shot on?
LeBron and was it Rodney?
LeBron ran from the smoke.
Okay,
He
wait.
knew what was about to happen this
Okay,
year.
so
we
you
can pull that up. You want to put that footage in here?
Wait, you're big into the stats, right? You were talking about stats.
Who was talking about stats?
You said
I
better.
said it's never been about stats.
You said better score, KD or LeBron. LeBron averaged more.
LeBron is dude.
By 0.1.
What's
Oh,
more?
wow.
Are we gonna act like KD wasn't
KD
on the
has a-
floor
KD has a
for
KD
12 minutes a night in the fourth quarter? Or are we gonna act like he didn't sit the whole
KD
fourth
hasn't.
quarter every
KD
night?
hasn't sacrificed. KD hasn't been sacrificing the last.
KD's sacrificing. That's crazy. KD made it so easy for himself that he's gonna win the next probably 3 more championships.
Wait, wasn't there a stat that said the most contested jump shots in the NBA? And who
What
led that stat?
shot
Who
of
led
KD
that
is
stat? Who led that stat for the most contested jump shots?
Can we all agree KD's jump shots are not contested? He's releasing that thing at like.
So now you want to move the
9-3.
goalposts because he's
This
naturally
is
tall.
what we're saying.
He's
He's,
not
he's the
long.
most unguardable.
I
Best
agree.
scorer in the
You can't
league
go.
for that
But you
guard
can't say
KD.
it's easy. He's not taking wide open jumpers. There's people there.
It's one on one
in
though.
his space.
It's not double team like it was in OKC.
That's not true either.
What's not true?
The stats this summer say he was getting double. He was getting double teamed the most to anybody in the whole finals.
I didn't see
That's
it.
this and last year.
I didn't see it.
Let's talk about it.
You don't want to talk
See,
about
so-
stats until we bring up a stat that hurts you. Then you don't want to talk about stats.
That was no stat. He literally just said it off the top of his
No,
head. His
I
computer's
said-
dark.
I said
There's no stat.
I said that there's a stat that Kevin Durant had the most percentage-wise contested jump shots in the entire league.
Okay, and I said we can all agree KD doesn't take that many contested jumpers because he's tall.
He takes the
He's-
most in the whole league.
What is contested? In the face, you can't even get a hand in his face. He's jumping so high on a jump shot.
Also, that's another event. So that's another thing.
Yes, that helps.
That's
him.
another
I
thing.
agree.
He's a freak. He's 7 foot tall.
Yes.
He has a 7'7"
But LeBron
wingspan.
is still better. He's a better
freak.
overall player.
You can't even guard. He's so good. You can't even guard his jump shot. So is that another reason he's
He's
better than
elite.
LeBron?
LeBron's one of the best. He's the best player in the league. One of the best leaders. How do you bring that?
What?
This dude,
We're
this
talking
dude's
about
in
the same
over.
dude who
This
ran-
dude's this dude's about to go into overtime in the finals, and he's got his head in his
He's
hands.
sitting on the bench.
He's got his head in his hands,
Okay.
crying, talking about a leader.
He's a leader.
We're talking about a leader.
A leader would rally his troops. All right, JR, you
Come
messed
on,
up.
bro.
Let's go
How
win this
many-
game. It's a tie.
Wait. How many people in NBA history take that Cavs team to the finals?
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about your homie
That's
being
a
a leader,
leader.
crying on
That's
the
a
bench
leader.
with his head in his hands. Bro.
That's a leader. Taking your team to the NBA finals. That's
He acts
Probably-
like a female.
He's a really good basketball
He's a
player.
We
crowd
talking about a dude.
He's not a
we
good
talking
leader.
about a dude. Let me do my. I pretty much played the last 3 games of the finals with him.
Did you not see the
Yeah.
picture?
Okay.
Was it not swollen?
Yeah, the dude's got 2
Man,
broken
he
legs.
was up there
So
with
you're
a,
telling me you want your leader punching stuff after a game?
this man was
No,
up,
he shouldn't have done that.
this
Obviously.
man was out there in the post game with a women's scarf on his hand, talking about my hand broken. Shut
Wait,
up,
you're a
LeBron.
leader. You're a leader when your team's
You
taking
out here,
pictures with
And
the
a week,
Eastern
and a
Conference.
week later, the next day, you at Coyote Canyon. You ain't got nothing on your hand there. You just walking around, but you want to wear it to the post game. The next week, you out at the Grand Canyon, wherever you was jumping off
The cliff.
in the cliffs, jumping in
With
the lakes.
Brownie.
He said, "Nah!" Screaming for no reason. Man, if you don't get this, it's
Okay.
over with for your man's dog.
So
His time to
Like I
top
said,
of
you're
the
a
league is
leader.
over.
you can't name one person that would take that Cavs team to the finals.
That means he's a good player. That doesn't mean he's a great
How
player.
So I
How do
thought
I know
he's
who's
a
gonna
good
take
player.
that team to the
Yeah,
finals?
yeah. Who's to say KD goes on that team?
KD couldn't win an NBA championship with Russell Westbrook on his team. Why is he winning one with George Hill on his team?
Because Westbrook's holding him back.
Okay, here's my thing. A lot of things.
Westbrook is
As a
KD.
leader-
They weren't a good mix for each other. They did 10 years. They did eight years together. After a while,
I think not.
As a
It's
leader,
not.
you gotta
He did his time.
elevate your teammates.
He did his
Correct.
time.
He didn't elevate any
Who
teammates.
is he elevated? Who is not? Kevin Love? Did he elevate him?
Okay, here's
Did he
I hear-
did he elevate Kevin Love?
no. I gotta.
Okay.
What's it called? I don't even know what it's called, but I got something to say. What NBA All Star other than Mo Williams hasn't won a ring when they play with LeBron James? No.
What do you mean?
I'll wait.
But what?
So he doesn't elevate people, but do they win?
No, he does it himself. He doesn't elevate. He doesn't lead the team.
How does he not lead the team?
He just does it himself. He doesn't. Did he make J.R. Smith better?
He literally made J.R. Smith an NBA champion. Who would have thought J.R. Smith would be an NBA champion?
He turned J.R. Smith into a spot-up shooter when he wasn't a spot-up shooter.
What is J.R. now, like 32? What's he going to do off the bounce?
Back in the
We don't know
earlier,
what JR gonna do now. JR might have a great year now that toxic
That's a
energy is out the
lie.
locker
You
room.
know that.
I'm scared for what he's going to do to my Lakers, my young talented Lakers. What is he going to do to
Oh
them?
my God.
He's going to turn Kuzma
Bro.
into a spot-up. He's going to make Lonzo play the wing.
Well, Lonzo was
You
already
better hope they're there long enough for him to do that.
Okay, wait.
Because you know he's on the trade finder right now, sipping some red wine.
Exactly.
So LeBron doesn't elevate anybody.
Who is he elevated? Who has
The
he made
entire
a better
team.
player? Who has he made a better player?
He makes shooters way better.
He turns players into shooters when they're not shooters.
Who?
We just said it.
J.R. Smith?
Yeah.
What would he be doing on any other team? Running the point?
Have you seen
He'd be
JR's
shooting the
highlights?
ball.
All JR's highlights from Young was him dunking on everybody. Has
Yeah,
he done
7
that
years
at all?
ago. He's 32.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
Now, but back,
anymore.
but
yeah, but
when he
but-
joined the
he's
team, he
not-
wasn't.
But 15 months before he got on the Cavs, he was 6th man of the year.
Okay.
And
Was he
then
not-
what?
Was he
Then
not
he
good
went
on
on
the Cavs?
LeBron's team.
Was he not good on the Cavs?
No, you tell me. I'll pull up your J.R. Smith messages right now.
Yeah, you said J.R. Smith's terrible.
Yeah, he forgot to make a layup to win. He literally forgot that the game needed to be won.
He can't just be
But
stupid.
I can't be
Well,
mad about that.
that doesn't mean he's
That,
bad.
that
Yeah,
doesn't
Stupid.
reflect well on your leader. Your leader, y'all don't practice late game situations.
Oh my God.
Talking about
Y'all don't
That's
practice.
not even a good
Y'all don't
point.
practice late game
You
scenarios.
know that's not a good point. You know that's not a good point.
Yeah.
Go get some, go get some cookies or
Let's
something.
say-
You need to-
Yo, they out there looking at me crazy.
LeBron- Who is he elevated?
Bro, like I just said, what All-Star that he's played with, other than Mo Williams, because he made Mo Williams an All-Star, has not won an NBA championship.
Who has played better with LeBron than they
Kyrie
played without?
Irving. Are you kidding me?
We'll see now.
Kyrie's not dropping 41 in the finals by himself. I'll tell you that.
We'll see. We'll see if his stats are
We
better.
already saw.
Win.
We
Win.
already saw LeBron
Win.
elevate Kyrie.
Win.
They went from 20 wins to winning.
When
NBA
Kyrie was
championships.
Y'all got a
young,
whole different roster.
now Kyrie's in his
It
prime.
wasn't just plug
I
in LeBron.
guarantee
LeBron wasn't
you-
coming there
I
with that same-
guarantee you
that
Kyrie
same
has
bumper
better
cloud
stats.
roster they had out there before.
I guarantee you Kyrie Irving has better stats now with Cleveland than he did, or with
I don't know
the
about that.
Celtics
They got a lot
didn't
going
have
on
a
out
clean.
there. They
They
got
were
a lot. They got a
25.
lot. They got a lot of guys out there.
because of LeBron.
Bro, how is LeBron coming to Cleveland not just how? So Kyrie
It
is
didn't
naturally
make
better?
Kyrie a better player.
It didn't at
No.
all. Okay, that makes no sense. But
How?
I mean, he was 23 when LeBron got there, right?
yeah,
Did he make
I
Kevin
mean,
Love a
progressed.
better player? He
No,
turned
Kevin
Kevin
Love's
Love
stats
into a
went down.
spot-up shooter.
Kevin Love was
Again.
a walking 20 and 10 before he got to Cleveland.
okay.
A walking.
When you have this many good players, like the Warriors, are KD's stats as good as his MVP season?
No, but they're not. To be fair.
Oh, what? No, he's not good enough. He's not good. He's not a good player.
No, but to be fair,
That's what you are. That's what you just said.
Steph isn't ruining KD's stat line, though. And KD's not ruining
KD's
Steph's
still
stat line.
So Steph is averaging less than
Stat
his MVP season. KD's averaging less than his MVP season.
I heard
Kevin
the
Love
championships
averaged
they got-
less than his 2010 season.
Oh no!
So
that
when
was
you-
20, that was 26 and
Ky-
13.
Steph is averaging the same
Okay,
amount.
so
or
when-
higher than the season before his MVP.
So when other great players play with great players, you're gonna have less stats unless you're the dominant player, probably.
So how come you don't? Why wouldn't you use Kevin Love more than his strengths then?
Bro, what were Kevin Love's strengths in Cleveland other than I think 2015 he played pretty well.
I'm not talking about Cleveland. You traded Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. And he was
Okay.
a low post star.
he went from 26 and 11 to 16 and 7.
Like I said,
Yeah.
walking 20 and 10 before he got to Cleveland.
He lost weight.
Easy money.
He lost a lot of weight.
Because LeBron turned him
Well,
into
LeBron lost a lot of weight that
shooter.
summer too for different reasons.
And was Minnesota any good? Like, did they have anybody else? Who name one player Kevin Love played with?
He
in
was an
Minnesota
all-star
good?
for Minnesota. Was
He's
he
an
an all-star
all-star
for
the
Cleveland?
Cavs.
Not in his first 2 seasons, he wasn't.
You just said he wasn't. Was he an all-star in Cleveland? I said, yeah.
After, when he averaged 19 and 17, but he wasn't 26 and 11.
You're not gonna be 26 and 11 as the
26
third
and
best player.
14.
He's the third best player. Why would he be averaging 26 and 11?
Why would you turn him into a spot-up shooter?
Because he wasn't capable of scoring in the post anymore.
So from 1 year difference, he can go from scoring in the post and having 26 points a game to just can't do it anymore.
So 10-point drop off when you're playing with LeBron and Kyrie, two ball
No,
dominant
we
players.
understand the point drop off. We just don't understand
Why
Why?
aren't you winning?
They
Why aren't you-
they gave him the ball in the post and he didn't score. So why would you do it?
All right, man.
What do you do against the Warriors in the post? Get blocked. That's about it. Miss a hook shot. Ruin the offense. That's about it. He's a ball stopper.
I mean, you can bring up your few little instances, and that's cool. I know you got your little Kevin Love stigma. He gonna have a great year. Cavs going to the playoffs this year.
They might.
No, you don't get to say that because if LeBron wasn't on this team, they'd be the first pick in the draft. Keep that same energy.
No,
this year.
they would have won like 30
Keep that-
games
no,
last
keep
year.
that same energy.
25.
Keep that same energy.
Yep.
I'm off of this. I'm good.
I'm great.
What else y'all need me to say? Because I'm good. I got everything I need.
You want
to say.
to? It's your little ending.
I just want to let you know I'm scared. I'm scared as a Lakers fan.
Man, this guy LeBron's gonna bring him to like 55 wins, and he's scared about it. So.
55.
Yeah.
You're good with that?
You're not.
What?
You
What?
You want to?
Damn.
If they're not the 2 seed, they're underachieving.
What? The Rockets? Warriors, Rockets, Cavs,
Cavs.
yeah, I see it. Lakers. You think the
Let's not
Rockets?
sit
You
here and
think
act
the
like
you think the
LeBron
Lakers
James
roster right now is
is
better than the Rockets?
3 to 8 gonna be really
Yes.
close.
The Rockets are not as good this year.
Bro, the Rockets
They
literally
lost
beat the
two
Warriors.
of their they lost their 2 best wing defenders and added Carmelo Anthony.
Bro, the Rockets went to 7 games with the Warriors.
The Rockets should have beat the Warriors, and we all know that.
No, they should.
Yeah, I don't
They
I don't
lost.
disagree. I don't disagree.
Bro, if CP3's there, they're winning that game 6.
Iguodala plays game 5. They lose.
CP3 and Iguodala's impact is not the same.
Iguodala came back and won the last 2 games.
Because who was out? Who was out the last 2 games?
When have we ever been able to depend on Chris Paul finishing the series? That's why his name is CP Injury.
I can't disagree with that.
Okay, thank you. I like Chris Paul, but man, bro, just at the end of the day, he's not gonna finish the series. He's gonna start the series. He might make it to game 4. He might make it to game 6. He might make it to halftime in game 7. But by the end of that series, he's not gonna be out there on the court, and that's fine. He might have a little hamstring, a little knee, a little something, but the CP injury won't be there. I'm sorry, Chris Paul.
All right, that's a little preview of what we got for you guys in the NBA season. It's gonna be fun.
He said LeBron was a great leader.
There's a lot of good takes out here.
They still haven't named someone that can lead that team.
Let the Curry slander stop is all I have to say.
Exactly.
Let it stop.
Kyrie is
That's
better
the
than
team-
stop.
Kyrie is better.
That's
That's the team LeBron wanted.
Put
So,
respect on my man's
we
name.
got a
Put
squad
respect
now.
on my
We
man's
also,
name.
we also didn't talk
Two-time
about
MVP. We're
LeBron's
talking about Wardell, Stephen Curry here. Put respect on his name.
GM skills.
Awful.
They're not very good.
Not
They
good.
haven't been
Yep.
good.
Mhm.